I needed a belt sander for the shop, so I got this Vevor 2" by 72" belt sander. I need a home for it, so I'm not a huge fan of pedestal stands, just not what I like. So I decided to get this Yukon toolbox from Harbor Freight. Mount it on the top on one side, then I have a workbench or place to put parts as you're working on them. The only thing is I don't really care for the wheels on these. Not very sturdy. So my plan is I have these style of wheels that I've been putting on most of my equipment. They're nice because they're heavy duty and they'll roll around my shop good, but they also have leveling plates. So when it's stationary, you can just, ratchet it up for the wheel, or you can ratchet it down and level out whatever you're working on and get it off of the wheels, and then you have a sturdy place for it. Now, they don't bolt right in, so I figured I would show how I'm going to quickly fix that. If you don't have any of these and you move things around your shop a lot, or you're picking a lot of things up different heights, I would recommend getting some. They're wicked handy. I'm not sure the weight on this, on 500 pounds. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check them out if you want. There's different styles, different types. I'll just put a link to the ones I have. See, they're much taller also, so this will help because it'll lower the toolbox, which will bring the belt sander down to a better working height. I think it's a little too high as is. And as you can see, the bolt holes obviously don't line up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some plates about this big, maybe a little bit bigger, and I'm going to cut these corners off where the bolts are, drill holes that match this bolt pattern in the plates, and then weld this directly to the plate, so it'll be one unit, and then that'll bolt right in to the existing spot. Alright, let's get at it. Unfortunately, I don't have the right width plate kicking around the shop, so I have this 2.5 by 1/4 inch plate. I needed somewhere between 4 and 5 inches, so I'm gonna cut these at 3 inches, and then I'm gonna weld them together and have 4 5 by 3 plates that I can drill out and weld onto those those feet. Alright, so let's start cutting. Just like that, we got our 8 plates. And now I'll clean these up, get them ready to weld together, and start that process. And yes, as always, I know my work area is a mess, but it is what it is. So normally this would be something good for the belt sander that I can't use at the moment because it doesn't have a home. So I'm just gonna quickly, they're not anything crazy, so I'm just gonna file them. Alright, we got all 8 of them filed down, cleaned up, ready to go. So now we'll get them ready to weld together. Alright, so I got the 4 sets paired up. Now we're going to throw some tacks on them. I got the first one clamped in, and let's just do it. That's our 4 plates. Nothing fancy, but it'll do the job. Let them cool down a little bit, then I'll grind them, and then start putting holes in them. Alright, let's give these a quick little grind. We're going to use the wheels for the toolbox to mark out the mounting holes. Drill up this one, make sure it fits, and then we'll use this one to mark the other ones. Alright, now with all the plates made and drilled, we're going to cut the bolt holes off of this so that we can weld these to these plates and then bolt them to the toolbox. And there we have it. We have the 4 wheels mounted, welded on. I have the old wheels removed. So now let's get these put on. There we have it, all mounted. It's much sturdier just on the wheels. It's even sturdier if I put it down on the leveling feet, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So all that's left is figure out where I'm gonna put the inverter and the power and all that stuff, which I think I'm gonna put in here, hidden inside. But yeah, alright, till next time guys.